Ultra made this beat.
Hey, don't make me slide on you. I got God on my side and the squad down the right. Hey, don't make me slide on you. I don't focus on revenge. God say he won't. Hey.
Ones like this, and like, hey, bro, have fun. Feels like, as long as you spend it in the club, I don't give a fuck.
No, that's part of it, but I'm at Macaulay Culkin. I'm home alone,
and I'm just like, yeah, put it on his tab. Shit, I don't care.
You know, we both Aquarius. You know the vibe.
I know one time I got drunk and ended up at Popeyes. I don't know how I got Popeyes.
Then the other side of it say tampons. I said, hold on. Wait a minute. Why are there tampons in the boy's bathroom?
Slide. Anytime I'm fucking with the business, I slide. If it's keeping me from getting rich, I'ma slide. If it's by my people, by my kids, I got God on my side and the squad down the right.
Yo. It's Wednesday. We back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a lovely episode of the Unhinged Podcast. It is your favorite social media therapist, Dr. MJ Skywalker, in the building today. Ladies and gentlemen, I got Mr. Who Loves You Baby, my uncle, your favorite uncle, Mr. Telly Telavaz, or as we've been known to call him, Mr. Johnson, and you can't see me. And we got our big sister from another mister, repping the NC, Virginia, and the West Coast all in one. Miss Cha, CEO of Republic and the Cornerstone Vodka. She said she'd give you a take, piss you off, and get you drunk all in the same podcast. That's my dog. How are you guys doing today? Tell me how you doing.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Cloud nining.
I'm doing good. You seem to be getting bullied early today.
I see it. Well, once again, what a joke is that? I couldn't see you get bullied, but...
Well, you heard the promotion.
I heard it.
Heard me over here getting straight up bullied. It be your own kids that come in here and harass you. Miss Cha-Cha, how are you doing on this lovely Wednesday?
I'm good, full and sleepy. See, you don't eat before a podcast because now the itis done kicked in. I'm like,
I slept. I ate like an hour and 30 minutes ago, so I don't wore the itis off, so I'm good. Trust me when I tell you, I've done it to myself a couple times, dog. I've done it to myself a couple times. I know how that is. I know how that is.
Definitely don't do that. I'm eating after this, so I'm straight.
Tell you normally do.
Yep.
You normally do. But hey, man. We just getting here. I'm glad to see everybody in here. Before we get a few people rolling in, let's start it up, man. Get our first segment out the way. As you know what I'm saying, we like to start it off with a little fan question. And I stay cruising the internet for a fan question. So I got a good one for y'all today. Not that we all eavesdropping at anything, but we all got friends, loved ones, parents, cousins, sisters, brothers, whatever. What is the worst way you've ever seen somebody or heard somebody get rejected? Yeah. What's the worst way you heard or even heard a story about somebody getting rejected? I got one. Cool. I got one because it was a while ago. I was out with my blood. I was out with my boys, right? My blood, my homies, day ones. My boy shot his shot. Right, little baddie. We hyped him up too. You know what I'm saying? Because he had been staring. I think she had looked over a couple times. We hyped him up. Like, what's the worst thing she could say is no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He went over there, shot his shot, came back. She said no. I said, man, that's all right. Sorry, she said no, Brad happens. He's like, no. You said the worst thing she could say is no. That's possibly not the worst thing she said to me. I said, what the hell did she say? He said, and I quote, she said, she made me take off my hat. I was like, damn. And she said, I think it's great that you don't let your hairline stop you from trying to talk to women.
Damn.
I was like, damn. I was like, damn,
That's rough.
that's Jesus. And I got one more. Another homeboy tried to holler at a chick. He tried to holler at some foreign chick, right? She was some type of foreign. She said, and I quote, he came back. I was like, what'd she say? She said she can't fuck with me because she takes her bloodline serious.
Damn. You don't want to mix the races, huh?
Damn.
I think she was calling.
Tell me you're racist without telling me you're racist.
I think it was more of an ugly thing, but she takes her bloodline serious. I think it was more of a looks thing than a race thing.
Okay.
Telly, what about you? I know you. I know you've heard it. I know you heard couple. What's the worst thing your homeboys or somebody get rejected?
Heard.
Or seen. I know. You
Seen, dude, I've done it. You know, I rejected. The worst thing that I've ever said to a girl to reject her, I can tell you that story. So,
talk to us, Telly. What'd you say?
let me, first of all, man, this was when I was in high school. So, just to let you,
no matter what he says, send the nigga the hate mail. It's okay. He can't read it. Matter of fact, send it note.
So one time, you know, I was in the auditorium, and I was with this chick, and you know, I knew she liked me because, you know, she always used to look at me like I was a meal, and she was hungry. So I said, you know, she was like my type, you know, dark skinned, you know, a little thicky thick. So we're in the auditorium, and, you know, I get to kissing her, and okay, so I'm like, you know what, let me see how far I can take this, you know. So I get the rubbing on, you know, the little kitty cat, you know, the purr, you know, and, you know, back then what we do was, you know, the smell test, you know, like, hey, let me check this out, you know, like, just to make sure. And dude, when I say that I smell, you know, 9 Lives tuna, so, and I was like, and she was wearing blue jeans on top of that, so how the fuck? So I had to, you know, do it again just to make sure I wasn't tripping. And when I did it, I looked at her, I said, do me a favor, smell this. Do that smell right? I'm like, and that was it, you know. I was like, yeah, dog, I was a bit of an asshole like that.
Horrible, just horrible.
I know, man.
What about you?
What? Oh, me?
She was like, she was still stuck in the story.
Right, I'm probably like, me.
She was still stuck in my story.
You got a comment. Hey, everyone minus Telly, because I talk to him often. And put a shirt on. Nobody want to see that. J's. Telly, you out here doing the show topless?
Do you see me topless?
Yeah.
Oh damn, I didn't know that. Well, I'll be back then.
Now we're going to talk about the topless. See, this is a podcast, Telly, not OnlyFans. Do better.
I know, right? My OnlyFans ain't off yet. I'll be back.
What about you? What is the worst rejection you ever heard somebody get? What is the worst one you might have gave somebody? Maybe you gave somebody one.
I did. I gave my ex-husband.
He get you what? I want my family back.
No, it was when he proposed the second time, and I laughed at him because I didn't think he was serious.
Jesus.
I laughed in his face and walked away.
Oh God! Really? You laughed in that man's face?
Because the situation and how he did it, I didn't think he was serious, so I laughed and walked away.
If I get on one knee and propose and you laugh, we fighting, bro. The uppercut coming from hell, bro. We fighting, bro. We fighting. There ain't no way, bro. You finna laugh at me after I proposed. I got on one knee. We fighting, bro. We scrapping out this joint. We scrapping out this joint. If you show laugh.
He didn't get on one knee at the time. That wasn't, like I said, that was the second proposal. And
any proposal I do, I get on one knee. We scrapping, bro. That's on everything, bro. We having a conversation and we scrapping after that. God, you guys are horrible. Well, it's my favorite time of the week. We'll tell you if go find him a shirt. Well, that's around my favorite time of the show. It is memes of the week, where I get to show y'all my favorite memes because all I do is sit around and scroll through the Kevin Samuels internet from time to time. So I get to scroll through memes of the week. So with that being said, we like to start off a theme, FTK. Cause
fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. It be your own kids too. And of course, I found us a couple of FTK moments because if ain't nobody gonna be brutally honest, these fucking kids is.
Kids will.
So first meme of the week, baby, FTK. Here we go.
He's having a baby boy in November. I knew it. I'm having a baby.
Oh, are you so excited, Henry?
Are you happy?
It's a boy. Zane's like, what's happening?
I hope it doesn't die this time.
Oh.
No, let's hope.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't die this time.
Oh, so it sounded like mom had a miscarriage at one point.
But like for him to say, I hope it doesn't die this time. It's like, sir. Maybe boy. I don't even know how to handle that. Like, how you even handle that? Like, I hope it doesn't die this time. Like,
hey, you gotta love kids, man. They give it to you how it is.
And sometimes they ain't even gotta say nothing. Check out their facial expressions.
Okay, you guys. So I've been going to the gym every single day for the last month. I wake up super early and then I go before I go to bed. I'll do like a 30-minute workout. Eating out like 3 months ago. I don't even eat nothing from the streets. I make all my food at home. I make the chicken, the rice, all the vegetables, you guys, and it's been such a long journey. I bought a blue Jeep. This Jeep is this color, you guys. The girls picked it out and everything. And they're super, super excited. What?
You did not know work out.
I don't work out?
You did not.
I don't.
Did you see her face?
She's like, what?
What? She
I
was like,
know you lying.
She was like, I know that nap ain't that long, huh?
I've been working out for a month. How big were you then?
Right, like shawty. This one is I don't know what she did, but it looked like she deserved it. Came through with that one hit, a quitter, cause I was like, damn, smacked the shit out of shorty. Oh, this one here. I just found this shit funny, and it's shout out to all the Harry Potter fans out there. You might understand these references because I didn't, but the impressions were funny.
Ah, but why is it some girls look really sexy with their hair slicked back and I look like Draco Malfoy? Hello, Potter. Red hair and a hand-me-down robe. You must be a Weasley.
No, I had to go back and look up who the fuck Draco Malfoy was, and I was like,
You did? Yeah.
Damn,
she was bogus for that.
That's the little Slytherin cat. I was like,
yeah, she was bogus for that.
She said, "How come with some people?" She said, "And I look like Draco Malfoy." I fucking died after I seen him. I was like, you did yourself wrong, there, shorty. But I get it. Again, another one of them FTK moments. It's just, but hey, man, you got a little man. I wouldn't have been mad at little cuz. little man was getting down in that crib. I was like, you gotta shout it to him. How many times you done seen somebody do the cha-cha slide? No, it's like, not him in the crib getting down. He probably supposed to be asleep too. It's probably middle of the fucking night. Probably supposed to be asleep. And we got
tire yourself out in that crib doing the cha-cha slide.
we got last one, right? It's just one of those things. It's just since the show is talking about delusional, it's like you must have been delusional to say this and not respect the consequence behind it.
So, ma'am, unfortunately, you leave me no choice, but the court will sentence you to 30 days in jail with the Calhoun County Sheriff. The court will further remand you to the care of the Calhoun County Sheriff, where you will remain until such time as the children are turned over to the plaintiff and until such time as you paid the previously ordered attorney fees of $1,000. So, ma'am, you can go with the sheriff, and
are you serious?
This matter is concluded. You're free to go.
Who's sucking whose dick around here?
Oh,
no,
ma'am,
seriously.
Another 30 days for contempt of court. You're in jail for 60 days now.
No, what's going on?
I can keep going. I can go as long as you want, ma'am.
Damn.
You
So
want to know
instead
the
of 30, you got 60.
But the part that got me after he hit it with 60, Shorty said, "What's going on? What's going on is you going to jail." I don't understand. I don't understand how you don't know what's going on right now. What do you mean what's going on? What's going on is you going to jail, right? And what do you mean what's going on? Like that's the part that tripped me out. What's going on? What do you mean what's going on? You're going to jail, bud.
Right.
Like this was going on. I felt like he explained that very clear. And she said, "Who sucked dick around here?" I was like,
"Hey, right." That's what called me. I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute."
I guess you can contempt for another 30 days. We can keep going.
I said, "We can keep sliding them though." And you gotta stand there to your court date. That's the crazy part. I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna go in there to your court date?" I said, "Oh, you's a dummy." But hey, man, let's get into it. To get in here, what we came to see. So tonight's podcast, we are having a conversation about delusional dating in 2025, right? And not just on women, because I know you think we about to sit here and talk about women. No, sir. We are also going to hold the fellas accountable because there's some niggas out there that are out of their rabbit ass fucking minds with some of the expectations and delusion that they have going on in 2025. I say this, I see what the hell's going on, and I'm so glad I'm in a relationship now, and we don't worry about that shit. She do for me, I do for her. She got me, I got her, and I'm so goddamn happy I ain't got to worry about it. I'm so damn happy. Because I asked her, "Baby, can you give me some Polish chicken?" She brought us some Polish chicken, some baked beans, and some mashed potatoes. And I ain't got to feel like less of a man because I asked for some food. Because she know if she asked me to do the same thing, I'd do it for her in a heartbeat, right? So, before we kick this off, I got a video I want us to watch. Because you know me, the video guy, right? I got a video I want us to watch right quick, right? It's 1 minute and 12 seconds. And we're going to kick this delusional shit off with this video from a podcast that I watch on Instagram from time to time. And I guess this is the height of the delusion. So we're going to hit this video right quick and y'all tell me what y'all think.
I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade. But part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that. And that's the vibe we're getting. But
my current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me.
Woo-wee!
Where do I begin?
See, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, I feel like there's a reason why we we as a group could never be on that stage of a podcast with that chick, right? Because that conversation would have been like, well, if you started paying for my villa, if we break up, you need to keep paying for it. I said, that you gonna keep fucking him? Because that's the only way I see it. That's the only way that's gonna keep happening. You must still be fucking.
Really? Shit, that's the wrong question. Bitch,
Right?
you gonna keep giving me this head?
I'll tell you, when I say
let go.
I mean all of the above. And at that point, I want it on demand.
Oh yeah, straight up.
I'm drunk at 2:00 in the morning. I hit you up. I don't want to hit it. I got a headache. Take an aspirin. I don't want to hit a none of that. But shit that got me was Shorty is out her fucking mind. We as people see that, right? But I think there's a certain level of people, right, who honestly felt seen that and was like, oh, she 100% right. She 100% right. And so, like, in my heart of hearts, I was just like, it wouldn't have lasted. Because I just would have like, bitch, is you dumb? Like for me, this is how it works. When a relationship goes, so do the benefits. Mm-hmm. It's like when you lose a job, you don't get to keep the health insurance. You don't get to keep the phone. You don't get to keep the dental insurance. You don't get to keep the truck. Nigga, when you're fired, you're fired. They send you a letter a week later. And we're like, hey,
you gotta get that Cobra insurance. Cobra, like
you can keep insurance, but you gotta pay out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, bruh, nigga broke up with you. And especially it's been depending on what we broke up with. And on top of all that, you think I'm finna sit here and pay for a place in the car so you can ride around the next nigga and have the next nigga stand with you? Imagine me on my boss shit paying for your motherfucking loft, and then you fucking with a nigga who can't afford, who's staying in his mama basement. Now y'all caked up in the loft that I'm paying for? This nigga around here whipping the car that I bought you because he want to get off the bus pass? First of all, girl, I beat you and him up. Crashing out. Crash and slap clean the fuck out. Because that's crazy. So with that small video, I would love for Miss Cha-Cha to take the floor. I would love to hear her thoughts on said small video.
So in hearing and watching the female say what she said, I will say, I'm just going to be honest when I say this, she was very delusional. It was like talking to a brick wall, as you can see behind me. If you are getting with a man with money, I also feel as though that you as a woman, you need to be able to uphold that lifestyle without him. Now, if he introduced you to that lifestyle, that means, yeah, it's nice, but you should have also been doing something to better yourself in case shit did go awry, like in this situation. That way you can keep the Benz, you can keep the penthouse or whatever, and you should be able to pay for it yourself. You know, I feel as though that a woman should not ask a man for anything that she cannot get herself. And if she is being flat out fucking lazy, you know what? You don't fucking deserve it unless it's like a special occasion, your birthday or Christmas gift. And I get a lot of women may probably listening to this and may not like what I have to say, but it is the flat out fucking truth, because now you are sitting up here and you're abusing that man for what he has, instead of being honest with yourself and saying, hey, you know what? If I truly love this man, I will get off my ass and level up as well. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. It's just the truth. If you don't like the truth, change it.
You can come for her, inbox her, and then she'll send me the inbox, and then we'll put it on the next show.
Exactly.
If you inbox us, it's going on the show. Just letting you know. We petty. We got time. We'll make a whole show about your comment. I swear to God. Telly, what is your take?
Really?
On said short video?
Oh my goodness. What? Like I said, begin when she said he introduced her to this lifestyle, so he should keep her in that lifestyle until she finds someone that can further the lifestyle. No, really? I was, if a motherfucker ever says some stupid shit like that to me, I'll be like, well, you know what, bitch? I tried to introduce you to Reading Rainbow, but you ain't trying to keep that up. You know, what is this? Where do she get off thinking that once it's over, he supposed to keep paying? Like, where they do that at? I mean, in what land does she live in? Because I need to go live there. Because
Yeah, we all
you
do.
know,
If that's the case.
you know, because when I broke up with a chick or a chick broke up with me, I didn't get to keep the benefit package. I didn't get to, you know, go over and be like, I know we broken up, but you know what? Until I can find somebody else to, you know, fucking suck on, you know, it's still your job, you know, to make sure I'm straight. No, don't work that way. But I don't know where she grew up at, but she, yeah, very delusional. And I'm pretty sure, like she said, she was introduced to that. Yeah, she was. She grew up in the hood, probably a runner. You know, everybody passed her around and fooled the dude, and dude thought she was worth it. And now you find out that, nope.
So I'm gonna just say this, right? I have noticed that a trend and part of the delusion, right, seems to be the more attractive women. You know, the women that a lot of niggas is going eyeball and shit like that, right? And I have a theory, right, that what happens is you have these young girls who a lot of niggas are tripping over, right? Who haven't been told no, because every nigga is trying to trick off, right? It's like they're living in that delusion. And what happens is until A, she gets her heart broke, or B, she gets shut down and told no, they live in that delusion. You got grown ass women in their 40s and even 50s that live in that delusion. Because the thing is, right, and this is where I'm gonna hold men accountable. Women act like that because niggas is doing it. Okay? She ain't just make this shit up, right? And everything Cha-Cha said is true. Some of these bitches is lazy. But some of these niggas is some straight up fucking simps too, because niggas really be out there paying for this shit. These niggas got disposable income and they pay for it. They pay for it. And it trips me out that men will sit up here and have conversations about, oh, these women be out here with these unrealistic expectations. But your boy is paying for a bitch and her friend to go to Turks and Caicos because your boy makes $250,000 a year and he's living and he's sharing a house with his mom and he has the money to pay for it. So he's paying for her and her friend, right? And he's giving both of them a trip, but he only sleeping with one. Right. So it's like, as men, we got to start holding our brothers accountable for the shit that you contributing, because you can't be mad at these delusional ass women because, nigga, you contribute to it. Sir, you are the nigga that we have an issue with because you're partaking in said activity. Right.
But I don't know. Can we tell the next dude, you know, not to shine? I mean, he's shining and he got it. It ain't tricking if you got it, I heard, and he wants to do that. He earns the money, and can we say don't do that to him? Really? Like,
good evening, boss. I don't know what we talking about. Yeah, arm candy versus soul food. That's exactly what we talking about. So from a man's standpoint, right? From a man's standpoint, as a man, I think there's certain responsibilities we have in a relationship. And we talked about it with Boss Man on the first episode, you know, unreasonable expectations. And as a man, right, it is our job to hold the emotion and sense together in a relationship, because women are emotional. They can't help that. It's like trying to take the water out of the ocean. You can't do it. So you got to have a certain amount of resolve when it comes to women. So as a man, it's our responsibility to do certain things in a said relationship. It is our responsibility to hold ourselves accountable with what we want versus what we're putting out, right? So like I said, the cha-cha. You have women that want the world and don't want to give shit, right? As a man, right? You can't ask a woman, okay, to go half on a rent. I want you to help me pay half these bills. Okay, cool. You also want her to cook you 5 hot meals a week, right? You also want her to clean up after she cooks those meals, right? You want to come home to a clean house, okay? And then you want her to probably take care of the kids, so you ain't got to do it, right? You want to step in when you want to just do some dad shit, right? And then at the end of the night, you gonna want her to throw that ass back like it's no tomorrow. But it's like, sir, you went to work and you came home and you didn't do a goddamn thing. You don't think you living just as delusional as these women who want men to do X, Y, and Z for them, and you not showing up to do shit? Sir, I beg your finest pardon.
Wait a minute now. It can be done, and it was done. It was done now.
I tell you, it was done because most of the time, right? Shorty, mom's or wife or spouse probably was a stay-at-home wife, right? It is a certain amount of effort you have to put into a relationship. And as a man, it is your effort to make sure that you don't drain your woman out. Just like it's a woman effort to make sure you don't drain your man out. You know what I'm saying? There's a give and take to everything we do in a relationship. Okay. So if I want my girl to pay half the bills, that means half the shit in this house, I got to take on for myself. Right. So if she cook, I clean. If I want her to get the kids a bath, then I probably need to pick them up from daycare, because you put all that stress on her and you can't expect her to perform at her best when you don't do anything to help her out. Just like you can't sit here and be like, girl, I want you to pay half the bills and I want you to do all the housework. That's not realistic. Or you can't tell your girl, hey babe, you getting a little big after the baby. You should go to the gym. Sir, I watch you knock down 8 Modelo's every night. You got a beer gut looking like you 7 months pregnant, but you telling her to go to the gym. Sir, that's unrealistic. You can't tell her, hey, babe, why don't you go get your hair done? You can't tell her to go get her hair done when your hairline way back here and you don't want to do nothing about it. Sir, I need for you to tighten it up. You walk around here looking like Stephen A. Smith. Like, I need for you to tighten that up. Your beard straggly as shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell her, like, hey, why we ain't doing no grown folk shit. Nigga, when was the last time you did something for her? You know, because the shit go both ways in a relationship. You know, and I'm just speaking from a man point of view. But go ahead, tell you like you got a lot to say.
Oh yeah, brother. You know, I'm gonna push back on that. Where do I start with? That last one. See that last one right there, that, you know, you want to do grown folk stuff, but when the last time you did something for her? Yeah. So what you trying to tell me is getting the ass is contingent on what I do for you? What I do for her? No dice. Not at all. You know what, the last thing I did for you? I brought my ass home and walked through that door. That's good enough. I love you. I show you this love. You should want to love me back. I shouldn't have to. I mean, yes, you got to do little things in a relationship. I'm all for that, you know. I myself do that stuff. I'll be maybe say I got to go to Walgreens and pick up my medicine. And I'm sitting there and I'll say, oh, look, these orchids look nice. And I know my girl like orchids. I just pick it up just because. You know, yeah, do the little things. But what you're saying is, you know, I got to constantly do stuff just to get stuff in return. Like,
No.
I don't know. No, I mean,
that's how it came off. Then that's not what I said. All I'm saying is, Telly, all I'm saying is from my standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
you want your woman, right, to do certain things for you, you got to do in return. And when you doing what you have to do and matching her effort, right? Because I'm not going to say going 50-50. When you are matching your partner's efforts in the relationship, then her doing for you is easy too. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. There are women out there that will spoil the shit out of you. If you own your shit as a man, there are women out there that'll spoil the shit out of you, get you anything.
I agree.
But as a man, if you not doing what you have to do as a man by making her feel reciprocated with her energy and her efforts, then you're not gonna get spoiled. The buns that you looking for, you're not gonna get. You know what I'm saying? That water park you gonna play in turns into a puddle because you not doing your part as a man, right? The same way women want men to be romantic. You want him to be thoughtful. You want him to be spontaneous. You want him to be caring. You want him to be loving. But if you not giving that man what that man wants in the relationship, then you're not going to get those things. Now, every man is different, right? But I can tell you one thing I want: respect, right? Right? Making sure I'm good, right? I love me some cooked food, right? So if I get those things, right, from you genuinely, then my girl don't have to worry about getting things from me genuinely. I'll always go above and beyond to make sure the littlest things we do are something that stand out. You know what I'm saying? Even if something as simple as going to the movies, okay, let's go to the movies. Now let's go into our favorite place and get tacos, right? The little things like that are what make us great as a pair, because it's like I do for her, she do for me. Ask that girl the last time she drove with me in a car. I think we was on a 10-hour drive and she drove 2 of them bitches while I drove 8. Okay, that's the type of stuff I'm on because that's just what I do for her. Now, will she look at the end of the night when we stop? But she'll rub my feet till I go to sleep. That's what you call reciprocation and matching the effort. That's all I'm saying. You match her effort, she'll match your effort on whatever planes you want. But Cha-Cha, I'm going to go ahead and let you cook. And I do want you to hit on a point, right? Right here. She said, the Cha-Cha give the spiel on how women will reflect whatever state you're putting them in, right? So I want you to touch on that. But I want you to give your spiel. On what Telly said and what I said. Give your spiel. We all...
So listening to the both of you guys, Telly, I do believe you misinterpret what Jody was saying just from listening to the both of you. When it comes to a relationship, there is no such thing, honestly, as a 50-50. We're just going to be honest with that. Some days it's going to be 60-40. Some days it's going to be 80 and 10%. It's a matter of, and I will touch back on this topic real quick from the week before, when it comes to communication and comprehension and understanding your partner in the relationship.
Amen.
If you cannot talk to your partner, especially if it's an everyday, you guys are coming to the same home, you guys are having to deal with the children, you guys are having to deal with food and dinner and baths and each other. Yes, it gets very tiring, very fucking tiring. But you also want your spouse to step up and help, because yes, he can sit up and say, well, my job is to cut the grass or change your tire when needed. How often does a tire need changing? Your grass may need cutting, what, once a week? The kids are every day. Coming home to eat is every day. Keeping a clean house is every day, not once a week or when I feel like it. It is simply one of those things that you need to sit up here and truly communicate with your partner, period. And a lot of times women and men, I will say both parties, are really horrible at it. And, these men, I feel as though that want the woman to get up, look nice, go to work, get off work, go grab the kids, bring the kids home, cook dinner, help kids with homework. And we all know if we have kids, sometimes homework takes a few hours. deal with that, clean up. I'm sorry, you want me to be sexy and where? It's not going to happen. Reality of it, it's not going to happen. I've done it. I've been there. It doesn't happen.
And it's
okay. Hold on. So my significant other is sitting over here, and I apparently I have touched a nerve somewhere.
You touched no nerve over here.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hear a voice. I hear a voice in the background. Somebody like, oh, wait a minute. Like, hold on.
He said, I didn't touch a nerve. So I said,
okay. Touch a nerve, but I think it gets kind of like, it gets kind of foggy because you want me to provide as a man, right? But also, I don't think y'all understand how hard we gotta work to create the lifestyle that y'all get. So yes, y'all are supposed to.
So what did you guys hear him?
Oh, I heard. I agree with him.
Okay.
So tell that man to get on camera. Come on camera and say it. Don't be shy.
And so in saying that, in saying what he was saying, it is, yes, if there's a certain kind of lifestyle that you're looking to provide for your woman, that is something that is established from the start, and then on top of it, if you're also wanting her help to help establish that, she's working just as hard to help meet you somewhere in the middle if you're asking her to go 50-50.
Right, but I think what y'all miss is, how many hours a week do you think the average man works? That really got a career, that really got a job. How many hours a week? Because I think women really stay inside of this bubble. I see it all the time of y'all work 40, 45 hours a week, the 9-to-5 schedules with most jobs that y'all take. We typically have high demand jobs where we work in about 70 hours a week. So the average man is really getting it is not at home. And I think that's where y'all miss the play at of feeling like we making y'all do everything and all thing we do is just go to work. No, we've been at work 80 hours this week. You get what I'm saying? So that's the give and the take to make sure that you drive, that you have, that you live, and especially, like I said, if you provide. Now, if you just one of them niggas that ain't really doing shit, then it don't really matter. But if you are like somebody like me that's on your purpose to where you be with me a lot. A lot of the things I do requires me to travel to other cities. It requires me to move around and do different things. So I think that gets lost in translation too when we're having these type of conversations, is that how much is that man working? It's not that he don't want to help you with the kids. It's not that he don't want to, cook dinner that night, but is he working an 80-hour week that week?
Okay, granted, you can be working an 80-hour week, but just because our job may end at 5:00, we are still working just as much as you are, just in a different sense.
I understand. What I'm saying is I think we're not matching energy that we're working just as much as you think that you are.
Honestly, both parties is working just as much, just differently.
Exactly.
We have to stop at some point and get off work, go get kids. If we have to go pick up dinner or go make dinner, also help with homework, help with baths and cleanup. That can be another 6-7 hours alone by itself. And by the time you get the kids in the bed and get yourself prepped and ready for the next morning to get up and do it all over again. So, granted, we aren't working a physical job, demanding job, but it's still just as demanding to help keep the house running while you are also helping to help provide for that home.
So I want to touch on what he said, because I understand what he's saying, right? I'm gonna touch on that because as a person who does construction, right, there are days where I spend, out of my 9 hours, I spend 6 of those bitches in the attic at 130 degrees. Now, it is just the profession I'm in. Unfortunately, I'm one of the smaller dudes, and I'm one of the people that know what the fuck I'm doing, and it sucks when I have to go into an attic and go in there. And I know you guys understand, but bro, some of those AC systems have vents that shut off and shut on, and you got to wire them bitches in. And it sucks that I'm one of the few people that actually know how to do it. So when I'm stuck in that attic, And I'm talking about you get up in the attic and you got to go 40 feet over and you're sitting there with a fucking headlamp and a flashlight in your mouth doing that shit. Yeah, it sucks. It's 130 degrees. I got my portable fan. I'm trying not to die of a heat stroke. The shit sucks. So there is a certain point where as men, we do work more harder in physical jobs than women. So there's a certain point where we're ready to shut down. Like when I come home, I am ready to shut down, right? But because of the dynamic of my relationship, I know there's a certain point where I can't, right? But I understand what he's saying, because if you're working that those type of jobs, especially I'm gonna assume it's construction jobs, right? Or jobs where you got to be out. You know what I'm saying? So I assume those type of jobs have men. If a man is in a space where he's working 50, 60, 70 hours a week, right, to provide for his wife, that's a conversation that he needs to have with her, right? But also, as a man who's working that much, you need to make sure that financially that you are putting in a big chunk. Because if you want her to kind of do her job and like hold down everything, then you can't ask her to go to work 45 hours a week if that's what it takes. If she got to come home every night and take care of the kids, right? Then you can't ask her to be like, hey, I want you to still pay half the bills and work 45 hours. Like you're going to put too much strain on her far as the woman. Now she might be able to do it. Like, what's up, boss man?
What's up, man?
Hey, the CEO is in the building. Y'all thought y'all was gonna get y'all thought y'all was gonna go past a Wednesday and not hear the CEO voice?
Nah, we love to hear it. Love to hear it every time. I was happy.
Where we at in the conversation? I'm just gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in the pool without no goggles on. Where we at?
I know. Hold on, because I do have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
I thought this show was supposed to be about unrealistic expectations in the dating world. We're talking about expectations in relationships. That's totally different to me.
Hey, we can talk about unrealistic
Adriana,
expectations.
you part of the production. You should talk to your supervisor Samantha Smith about that.
You know, because
now she asking me, I can shoot one. Hold on, I got you.
Do you think 21?
But like back to what I was saying, right? It is. There's certain unrealistic expectations in relationships and dating, right? And I get it. Like first of all, I respect any man that's doing this trade. Like this, first of all, construction is not for the weak. It is not. There's a certain manliness to it, right? That you gotta have. So I respect any man out there putting in, no matter of fact, whatever you doing, brother. All the men out there putting in 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, shout out to those strong men, right? And I understand you're leaving the family to make money. So if you're going to leave the family to make money, then there's no point in you doing that if you're not going to put more money in than her. Because it's like you can't work 80 hours a week then tell her she got to pay half the bills. To me, now you looking at an unrealistic expectation, because nigga, what's the point of you working them hours? You damn near working double your shift. You're getting 40 hours of overtime. Your job should be paying overtime. So that means you're getting time and a half for your job. Let's say you're making $25 an hour and you're getting overtime at $37.50. $37.50 times 40 is like $1,200 and something. And that's every fucking week if that's the case. So my nigga, if you're making $1,200 in overtime, why the fuck is she paying half the bills if you want her to come home and be a mother and take care of the house and have you a hot cooked meal, right? Now, if she's working 40 hours a week and still doing that for you, cool. That's what she chooses to do. And I respect that. But as a man, right, if you're working that much, then you need to take that financial load off her shoulders so she ain't got to worry about it. Maybe she can get off instead of getting off at 5. Maybe Shorty can just work 35 hours a week and get off at 3 so she can make sure she got everything done. She don't have to have that much financial load. And it flip-flops back on the other side too. As a man, as a woman, if a man is working that fucking much and he's willing to pay all those fucking bills, there's a certain amount of shit that you should be doing. And if that man wants you to have a hot meal, that man wants his house clean, and he's willing to work that time and put in that money to you so you don't have to financially provide, I see it as realistic for you to do your damn part too, because it's like it goes both ways. If you're working that much, then she need to be doing her part in the house and you need to be doing your part financially. But it's the same thing. as a woman, you can't, as women out there like nurses, CNAs, women in office buildings, shorty, you can't be out here working 50 hours a week, making $85,000 a year, but then turn around and look at your nigga and be like, I'm not gonna help you pay any of these bills. Then bitch, what you working for? You might as well be by yourself.
Exactly.
If you're not paying these bills, what you working for? What we doing? If I gotta pay all these bills, you think I'm finna pay all these bills and you doing all this working? No. And that's what we get, where the conversation kind of gets unrealistic in a certain point where it's just like, bro, listen, I've said it before and I said it again. It's a money and house scale. The more money I put in, the less I do in the house. If we going 50-50, then these house chores 50-50. If we going 60-40, I'm giving 60% financially and 40% into this house. Same thing, 70-30, 70% financial, 30% into this house. The more money I put in, the less I do in the house, because that means that you don't have to be working. And but I understand what Ty said about the money, because if you are a man and you are working that amount of hours and this woman is still not contributing to a point where you feel like she's benefiting like the relationship and you, and she's not kind of helping you out in the house area,
she's not respecting you
she's not respecting you, then bro, I say make that whole stargaze from outside, because what's the point? That's just my take. Boss man, I'm gonna let Boss man cook. Boss man, what's your take on it?
Well, I forgot what we were talking about.
Let me chime in real quick. So
go ahead, bro.
What I think is also a dynamic that we miss, especially in a lot of these conversations. I hear these conversations. I've been a part of these conversations. I think we miss the fact that a lot of times there needs to be in this climate, in this economy, in this market, especially if you talk about buying houses, owning houses, all that stuff, you need two incomes. They're the average man, right? A lot of us, sometimes we make more than the average man. I've been in a six-figure club for a long time, and what I know is, if I wasn't in that, you need two incomes in order to really survive. So we also have to get in the realistic perspective of right now, the average household need mom and dad working at the same time. It's not like grandpops. It's not like your dad back when they could be one income and wifey could and really tend to the kids and stuff like that. Unfortunately, everything is so expensive with inflation that you need two. It's just what it is.
I 100% agree. I 100%. I don't think anybody on this panel disagree that the way this economy is, you probably need two incomes, right? Everybody on this panel, we've all agreed to that. I think everybody's agreed to that several times, right?
Yeah, I thought about going back to the dope game. It's so expensive out here, like
you're like the Mexicans, all 500 in the house.
Hey, that is a stereotype.
Tell you that's not, because at work we see them niggas pull up like 12 deep in 250.
My son's Mexican. That's a stereotype.
Hey, I just saw the comment.
That's not part of the problem, not the solution.
But you know what? Hold on. I want to touch on something that I went to touch on earlier. As you know, and Cha-Cha said, it's not ever really going to be 50-50. We're going to, dispel that notion. And I want to just say this. In 50-50, I believe in 100-100, that each person put 100% of themselves into the relationship. And to me, that's when stuff works. If you giving your all, I'm giving my all, then it should work. I mean, we got to have conversations because couples are different. What works for one couple won't work for another couple. It just depends on who you are.
Right. But if you're going to get into a relationship with this person, stick to your word, because that is one of those things that, especially for a woman, she will go, as Jody said earlier, she will go above and beyond. If her man causes her to feel emotionally secure and safe, hey, she will go above and beyond and do everything that she can for him, you know. But it's so many
But that's
people.
some women. That's not most women. Some women would do that. You know, I've seen and been a part of stuff where the guy is doing what he has to do. I mean, he's doing his thing, but the chick is not doing hers. And I mean, I like to say, because I was actually talking to my brother earlier, that we, as you know, stand-up individuals, because I like to think we all on this panel as stand-up individuals, you know, we have to stop giving, you know, husband and wife things to peasants that don't deserve it. You know, we got to stop doing that. You know, well, Mike, we know, you know, whatever, man. Yeah, but we got to stop doing stuff like that. You know, like, if I'm going to give you, you got to recognize if you giving your all to a person and it's not being reciprocated, you got to pull the plug. You just, because everybody don't deserve your best.
They don't.
You know, it's true. Everybody don't deserve your best.
And it doesn't matter how good the sex is, how good the talk is. You just, as Telly said, you gotta pull that plug. You know.
Yeah. I mean, good sex and good head to keep you only there for so long.
Exactly.
Listen, I 1000% agree, right? And I get it. And I think we're all trying to come to the same conclusion, right? Because everybody's relationship is different. And I agree with Telly saying, right? Telly saying that you should be giving 100% of your all. But the only issue is with somebody giving 100% of their all, they all might not be in your best interest. So somebody could be giving you 100% wholeheartedly, and that 100% wholeheartedly ain't in your best interest, right? I'll put myself as an example. I'm telling you right now, I don't need a stay-at-home wife. Lord knows I don't want to cook, and I'm not the fondest of washing clothes. But I will clean the shit out of a house. I'll vacuum, sweep, mop, clean the damn bathroom, scrub the walls. I'll Febreze the couch. I'll take the wrapper things off the fucking couch and throw them in the washer and put them bitches back on. I'll wash sheets and fold them bitches. Me personally, I know this might sound weird. Ain't nothing. The only time I like washing is when I'm putting a fresh set of sheets on the goddamn bed. I love washing the fucking sheets because I use just the extra dose of Febreze. I'm talking about I Febreze the shit out them motherfuckers. When I tell you I be pulling the shit out them sheets and making them tight. And the night before I go to bed, I make sure I shave the shit out of my legs. So when I lay in the bed and rub my feet together, them bitches.
Oh, time out. You shave your legs?
100%. When I got fresh sheets on that bed, everything getting shaved.
Hey, brother, we're going to have a talk. You shaving your legs. We're going to talk now, man.
Telly, we listen, but don't judge.
Hey, we shaving legs because my leg shaved, her leg shaved. Okay, we just in here two shaved motherfuckers in this bed. And I absolutely love it. Right? There's nothing. You right, Adriana, rubbing them bitches together like crickets, baby. Not a damn piece of shit.
Hey, rubbing them together like fly hands. You know how flies be rubbing their hands?
My legs be under the cover looking like Birdman. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all are wild, though.
What I'm saying is,
I'm going to tell you this, though. For real, though, I like my girl when she don't shave her legs all the way in a little nubble. I like that feeling. That's my sensory thing.
Hey, sleeping next to a cheese grater. Ain't that about a bitch?
Hey, buddy, I'm built for tough, so I like it. So, that's my thing.
I said all that to say this.
I'm sorry. This has turned into the kink fetish portion of the show.
Yeah,
this has got nothing to do with it.
Well, this is unhinged, so
I said all that
it's liable to go that way.
I know, right? Just like I love when my man is clean shaved. I'm sorry, I do, because I cannot stand a fucking dick hairball when you're trying to, and you're like,
Exactly.
And then you got to stick your finger in your bro because the damn hair got back in your tongue, and you're like,
Right.
Oh, so you like the manscaping? What? I don't. Whatever, but.
And ain't nothing wrong with the manscape. But I said all that to say this is that I'll do all that in the house. I don't mind doing all that. And I like doing that type of stuff because it make me feel like an actual adult because I'm a grown ass man and I got to get shit in my house done. I don't mind doing it, right? So when I say I don't mind doing that means, baby, I don't need you to do it. Like, I know 2 days for sure. Wednesdays and Sundays are days that I like to clean. So when I come home Wednesday, in my mind, I'm fully prepared to clean up, right? It's like you don't have to do this by yourself. I don't want you to take on the stress of doing this by yourself, especially like Saturday night and Sunday. And after you don't cook Sunday dinner, you know what I'm saying? I'm more willing to clean up because I need you to cook Sunday dinner because I know for a fact that I want birria tacos this Sunday. And I know it takes 8 hours to marinate that goddamn meat in the crock pot. I know how long it takes because I like them, I love them, and I want them, right? So while you tending to the crock pot and making sure these tacos on point, I'm making sure the rest of the house is straight because I want to take that stress off of you. So because what I want takes time. And that's what I want. That's the type of relationship I want. So if I had a woman who wanted to be a housewife, that would, no matter how much of a housewife you're going to try to be, you can give that 1,000%. That wouldn't benefit me none. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you right now, God bless the niggas that's working 80 hours a week. I don't fucking want to do it. I don't want to fucking do it.
Well, see, but that's what I'm saying. That's your
That's why I got all these damn degrees. That's why I got all these certificates. That's why I'm a certified electrician, certified plumber, certified HVAC. I got OSHA. I got EPA license. I got all that because I want to make my money in 40 hours and go to fuck home. Right now, all the brothers out here working 65, 70, 80 hours. Shout out to them brothers because you in the trenches, and I love that for you. Me, I'm not fucking doing it. I want an absurd amount of money so I can make my money and go home in 40 fucking hours. That's
now,
what
I will say this. I will say this because if Lord have mercy, and I'm probably about to put my own self on blast on this one.
We listen, but we don't judge.
Yeah, we listen, but
we everybody else gonna be judging. Now, unfortunately, Ty is clean. He's a clean guy, but unfortunately, he met his match. Who, unfortunately, I'm damn near almost white glove inspection clean.
Whip him in shape.
Oh my God!
Does not clean the way I want it to be done. So if I go to the store, I buy dinner, I'm cooking dinner. Guess what? I'm cleaning up in the process of making dinner. So by the time food is ready to be served and on the plate, there's very little cleaning that needs to be done. And then when dinner is done, I'm taking the plates, I'm cleaning up everything, and I'm even taking out the trash because it's like, nope, it has to be done right now, and it needs to be cleaned this way. So he just will step out of the way. And I respect that because it's like I can't really complain. You're not helping me if I am sitting up here taking away from you of you need to do it this way. You need to do it my way. No. Women do that. A lot of women do that, and that also can push.
Yes, they do.
It is. You don't clean the way they want you to clean. Now, if that's the case.
But she's not saying this too. That super irritates me when she starts taking the trash out. It irritates me. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do, and you're taking that away from me.
Now,
So,
this is the part.
I agree with him.
He's gonna hold you accountable. Stop taking the goddamn trash out. Let that man take the trash out. That's because you want
the trash is still sitting next to the trash can in the kitchen.
Okay, I promise you it'll be done before y'all go to bed tonight. Leave the damn trash there. Stop.
Actually, no, Adriana, I'm an Aquarius.
That's even worse.
Me too.
That's the worst one of all.
We know, Tony. We know.
That's the
you seen my post.
But I can't say that for me.
No, don't stop. Don't do that, Mike. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike. Go with it. Go with it. I'm expecting it.
I will say this though, because I'm also a planner. I also coordinate my work hours. I plan my work hours. I work those hours because I also work for myself, and then I call it quits. Then I come home, and there is not one day he has ever came home to a dirty house at all. Now, I will say this. My kids are grown. His kids are little. Um, that's just how it is. And it is still one of those things where every day he comes home to a very clean house. Laundry is done, dishes is done, just everything. And then it's like I will go and go out, go make dinner, go get dinner or whatever. And it is one of those things, and I will still ask him at the end of the evening, into the night, hey, honey, how was your day? Or it's like, hey, you know what? We both been moving, stop. We are going to take a breather. We are going to take some time out because why? Time stops for no one, but we need to stop for each other. And that's where it gets into that. You have to make time. There's plenty of time. You just have to make it and find a way to make that few moments, even if it's a fucking 20-minute shower, get in the shower, talk to each other, soak each other down. It doesn't have to be sexual. It can be intimate just by saying, hey, you know what, let me lather your back up. How was work today? You look like you got a lot on your mind. Do you want to talk about it? No. You know what? And if he does, as a woman, guess what? Shut the fuck up and listen. He
What?
just wants someone
Say
to
it
vent
again.
to.
Say it for the ones in the back.
He just wants someone to vent to, because why? Your work, granted, is different from his, but work is work nonetheless. One is, and I think Adriana said it somewhere in the comments, where women's work is a lot more mental, emotional, and men is a lot more mental and logic. So he gets stressed and tired, just in a different sense. So for you guys to sit up here and say, hey, you know what, let's take a few minutes out, fuck everything else, as long as the kids are taken care of, and if they're laying down or in the bed, take those few minutes out and just sit there and just listen, or even just don't say nothing to each other and just hold each other's hand and just simply say, I see you, I love you, you are fucking awesome, thank you for what you're contributing to my life, whatever it might be. Because sometimes just those words of affirmation can just make you feel like you're a superhuman, even though you aren't. But it will just make you feel that way, and you realize that, yes, my partner notices me. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, I totally agree with you. The only thing I don't agree with is the couple shower. Telly don't take showers with his girl, because I'm tired of cold. I don't want to be out the hot water. So I do my showers by my damn self. You can come in and sit on the toilet and talk to me. Well, you want to talk to me? Come in while I'm taking a shit. There you go. That's closeness.
Exactly. You got to break the autopilot mode. Yeah.
Oh, that autopilot. My autopilot mode be real. I've been told on several occasions. My best friend Chris, one of my best friends, told me, right, and he told Chrissy this. He was like, "I've known Mike for a long time. You have to stop letting him say, when you ask him how was work, you know what he's gonna say." And I was like, "What am I gonna say? Some regular work shit, nothing too crazy." He's like, "How many times have you said that to me?" And I was like, "Damn, I done probably said it 1,000 times." And then he's like, 2 months later, he'll be telling a story, and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, and then this fucking mass explosion happened at work," and you be sitting there looking like, "Well, why the hell you didn't tell me that on the day it happened?" I was like, "Because on the day it happened, it was regular work shit. But now that we having a conversation about it, let me tell you that work, right? That's me all day." So she does.
Ask me about my job.
Hey, how was your day? Hey, she makes it a point to be like, are you being safe at work? And I'm like, yes, I'm being safe. Right now, I just want you to know, ladies, I just need you to know, if your man has a pair of these right here, with the
what are those?
them cowboy work boots. If your man got a pair of these, his definition of safe is not actually being safe, is not getting caught doing unsafe shit by the safety guy, because the safety guy is always around. So we have to act like we safe around him. But as soon as he leaves, we be acting on some wild shit. Right. So let me tell you a little story about work right quick. Okay. So a couple weeks ago, the safety dude came in, and you guys know what a scissor lift is, the little thing that go up and down. You know what I'm saying? We work in a big ass warehouse and shit. So we have to use scissor lifts when we put up duck and shit like that, right? And so we used that, and then the safety guy came in and said we have to start wearing a safety harness that go around our straps and our legs and shit. And first we was mad that we had to wear safety harnesses, right? Cool, no problem. We wore the safety harness, and then we figured out, right? Instead of having to get a big ass 30-foot ladder and sling that bitch out to the fucking corner so we can get the fucking like bolts in the fucking corner of the buildings, we can just lift the fucking lift up, hang over the fucking lift with the safety harness on, and then get the bolts. So we found a way to unsafe the safety harness, right? And that's what we mean as, are we being safe at work, or are we just waiting for Chuck to leave so we can start doing unsafe shit? Because Chuck damn sure came and asked us like, hey, you guys been getting those corners done really fast. What's your secret? And we was just like,
teamwork.
What teamwork? Waiting for you to leave. We can hang over the fucking side of the scissor lift with the safety harness, because I trust Hector and Jorge. You know what I'm saying? Because they hold the harness so they don't fall, and we do the same for them. You know what I'm saying? We hold the harness so they don't fall, because it's like, I need you to hold. So I wrap it around my waist and I stand there and hold the bar so Hector can lean over as far as possible over the scissor lift so he don't fall. Just saying.
So where the story going?
I'm just saying, ladies.
Hey, Brandy, you don't have to do him like that.
Well, Mike know me. He know I ain't doing him like that. I was trying to figure out where the story
Actually, I was thinking the same damn thing, like hurry up and get to the fucking finish line, but I wasn't going to say it.
Again, I'm not taking your shit when your lighting ain't good this week. I'm taking your shit.
For real. For all of a sudden, his volume is all distorted and you can't see his face a couple weeks ago.
You know what? I'm all right. I had enough of it. Well, pretty soon I'm going to be able to see. I'm going to come see what both of y'all.
You know what I ain't had enough of? Anyway,
you on the list. You on the list.
We been on the list, boy.
Yeah. I hope I don't ever come off that motherfucker, to be honest with you.
I like him. I love him.
On that list.
Land the plane. What Adrian talking about? Land the plane.
I have no idea. Oh, I guess my story. Well, I was just trying to give y'all an insight on construction workers, because that's what we do.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, ladies, if your man works construction, if he says he's working safe, he's just working safe around the safety guy.
There you go.
Really ain't no such thing as working safe.
Not
if you're working safe, that means you're not getting the job done.
That part.
But final thoughts for the night. I'll go first. At the end of the day, man, you just, again, like we said, one of the most important functions of a relationship is effective communication and having realistic expectations. At the end of the day, listen, you need to communicate how y'all gonna run your household, because if you're running your household in a place where everybody feels like they're putting in the same amount of effort and everything in the household then getting done, then I feel like you'll always be in a good space, whether it's financial, cleaning, kids, cooking, whatever, right? Just make sure you're running it in a place where everybody's putting in their fair amount of work on every single end of their relationship. And if you communicate that to your partner, then you should be A-okay, man. Telly, final notes.
Final note is just this, man. If you really, like Cha-Cha said, take the time out, 20 minutes, whatever, just for each other, just to say, hey, what's up? And if you really want to talk to your man, come in there while he taking a shit and talk to him. Bottom line, that's closeness.
Lord have mercy. Cha-Cha, final thoughts, man.
So final thoughts would be just understand that on a healthy relationship, it's mutual respect and communication. Self-prioritize yourselves and also each other, because that's the only way that relationship will continue to grow and blossom.
Amen. Boss man BCEO, the tribal chief.
The tribal chief. Yes, the tribal chief. I still don't understand what the topic was because I came so late. But
we'll tell you in backstage.
But just gathering for what everybody's saying, man. I like what Cha said with the mutual respect. How I run my household. It's not even how I run my household. You're in a good space when sometimes you don't even have to talk about what's going on and how to handle yourselves in your household with your relationship. Mm-hmm. It's kind of second nature, especially in my household. Do we go through tiffs and do we have discussions about things? Yes, we do. I agree with Telly said earlier about the 100% thing. Me and Sam put 100% of ourselves in our household. There's no you do 60%, I do 40. Maybe one day she does do 60 and I'm 40, but then another day I'll do 70 and she 30. And it's give and take in these relationships. It's very, very big on give and take, especially if you're trying to please somebody. It's give and take. If you're going to do this for this person, that person will come around and do it for you. You know, when you find your person, like I said earlier, is when you don't even have to discuss it. It just happens. It just goes and it just flows. So Mike said something earlier that I also agree with, that open communication, to make sure it's effective communication. You know what I'm saying? Coming into a relationship, making sure everything is put out there on the table, and even during the relationship, when new things come up, because we all change by the day, right? So when new things come up, put that on the table. Don't hide it from your spouse or whoever you're dating. Put it all out there in the open. And 9 times out of 10, if the relationship is for you, God put you there in that relationship, it'll all work out no matter what.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
And I got one more little video to play for y'all before we go. And I thought this shit was so damn funny to fit the topic. This my boy Puppet Man with a little freestyle for y'all before we dip.
Oh, I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl. She ain't got rent, but she want the whole world. One steak on a plate, never cooked in her life. Saying I'm the prize, but can't be a wife. Yeah, I gotta drive a Benz just to date a couch potato. Swipe me for a meal, then ghost me like NATO. If broke was a job, she got full tenure. But I need a 6-figure check just to win her. She posted know your worth with a filter on, but don't know how to spell entrepreneur in her bio, hun. Got 10 cash apps and none of them full. Yeah, she judging me if my chain ain't pulled. She got dreams of Dubai, but debt from Best Buy. And if I ain't rich, I get no reply. She say, manifest me a man with a villa. Meanwhile, she at home sharing fries with her sister. Says she need a king, no less. But she sleeping in a t-shirt, hair a mess. Tells me energy matters, it's all about the vibe. But she ain't vibing with a 9 to 5. I gotta make 6 figures for a broke girl. Hair done weekly, but savings look curl.
Oh man, I thought that shit was funny.
I like it. I like it.
Wow.
I like it. It's true.
Hey,
That's real.
bro slid on that shit. I was like, yo, that shit was tight when I first heard it. Like, y'all definitely put that on the show.
That's what's
up. Well, that's the show. Like to thank everybody who pulled up, in the comments. Miss Cha, always a pleasure. Keep coming back.
Man, listen, man. I love when Cha, man. I love it.
CEO, you was late, but I understand you was at work. Hey, I'm giving you a compliment.
I run the production. I can show up and disappear when I want to.
Yes.
Hey, this is not that.
Always when you're here. I love when you're here. Don't forget, that's all our socials.
That's it. That's all our socials. Make sure you hit us up.
Shout out.
My YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Facebook. If you can't watch and you want to listen while you're on the road tomorrow, make sure you hit us up on those platforms, man. And like I said, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up. We already got the next show cooking up in the books, and we'll let y'all know. Cha-Cha probably gonna pull up, and maybe we can get AD to actually show up instead of just being in the comments and asking us for the link for the third time this season. But
hey, somebody need to speak for a link.
Hey, swear to God, we didn't talk to her supervisor. We didn't talk to her supervisor.
I'll talk to her tonight. We'll have a discussion.
I bet
well, you know, oh man, let me tell y'all, man, that today Tristan had surgery. It went smooth.
Okay.
He's home.
Love that.
And you know, my little man is on the mend. He had a torn labrum, and I guess it was really bad, and they glad they caught it, so he just won't be playing sports this year, but hey, he also in 8th grade, so he started back in high school, so
prayers recovery
to our nephew Tristan. And man, boy, it's your boy Future Skywalker, Mr. Who Loves You Baby, Miss Cha-Cha, be the Tribal Boss CEO, man, and we will see y'all. We'll actually see y'all Saturday, and we'll see y'all.
Baby.
Oh yeah,
huh?
Saturday, baby.
Yeah, we'll see y'all Saturday.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I got a subject I want to talk to y'all about that we should talk about Saturday.
We'll see. We'll see.
Bye, y'all.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Cause if you don't,
we already got one new fan because she liked, shared, and subscribed. Thank you, Miss Kimmy Goldman. She hit the subscription and she's following the show.
In the show.
Hey, if you don't like, share, subscribe,
let me be great.
I'ma send my hitter.
And my last name Blick, so I'm picking the tool up. Blick. My stepper gon' brush him if I press the button. Too drippy to scuff. The Blick in the duffel, it came with a muzzle. So why would I touch?
They couldn't do this shit, but Ultra can. Cause they too busy hitting niggas up with open hands. I'm about to pocket a parade, I'm talking 100 bands. My kids about to have kids, that's 100 grand. And I rain, but I still bring the thunder and lights, camera action. Saying if I want, then I might run it back. I ain't playing with the funk, niggas might handle that like it's something they don't want. Got the mic in the strap real close to me, niggas don't joke with me. Sing a note, then be blowing thick smoke chimneys. Dig a moat, make a fuck, nigga float penny. Wise up, for you buck around and go missing. Hey, don't make me slide on you.